legs extended. You feel the plantar stretching when both your legs are extended together because you're not tempted, but what's the right word? You're inclined to flex your feet together. So you can actually feel the sole of your foot. You can feel that stretch. You can feel everything in the back of your lower body stretching, lower extremities. That's wonderful. Inhale. This is called Paschimottanasana. Paschimottan literally translates to bird beak. I have no idea why. I have not seen a bird facing east or west. Looks like a beak. Okay, what bird do you want to be? A toucan? I'll be a crow. Okay. We're going to be two birds over here. But Paschim literally means east. We have 3 minutes. Perfect. Thank you. Paschim means east. So this is like east facing. I don't know what's the origin. I'll find out one of these. I will share. This also gives us a wonderful stretch in the calf muscles. So that's great. We're covering everything now. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling, take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Keep your back nice and straight. Inhale. This time the whole upper body is going to fold forward, and we're going to try and place our palms over our soles. If we don't quite get there, place your hands on your ankles, your knee, wherever you can get to today. Keep your back nice and straight. Exhale and fold from the hip. Now, I know Josiane, there you go. I know Josiane and a few other participants are very, very comfortable actually getting their whole hand over their foot, which is beautiful. It shouldn't be too easy for you. You need a bit of a challenge. This is a wonderful challenge for me today. I'm very happy here. Keep exhaling. Feel a wonderful compacting of your lower abdominal muscles on your upper thighs. So it's also a wonderful massage for your organs and glands in that region of the body. We'll talk about organs and glands another time. Inhale. Clasp your palms. Let's bring our arms up. Exhale and release. I think we're doing really great. We just have about a minute left. Josiane, tell me how you feel. Are you going to come back?
Yeah, I want more.
You want more. You are too much. You are a real yoga addict, which is wonderful. So we stretch our hamstrings. We stretch our gluteals. Actually, that's something else I want to point out. We did not consciously stretch our gluteals when we did the seated stretches, but when we went forward, our gluteals were also stretching, except because we were seated, we didn't feel it as much.
It's a comfortable stretch.
Right. When we do our standing folds, you can feel the gluteals stretching. But gluteals, it's important not just to stretch. You want to just feel them compacting. You want to feel them nice and tight. So thank you, folks at home. If you've been stretching with us, thank you for staying with us. Josiane and I are totally hyped up. I think we need to go out and get a pint of wellness somewhere. Go to the nearest pub. And I hope you've learned a little bit about your body. This program is about self-awareness. It's not about any spiritual stuff, even though we have a little bit of the Om chanting in the beginning and end. And Om has its own rhythm. We did an episode called The Science of Om. It actually oxygenates different regions of the body, depending on which syllable of Om. It's A, U, and M. So there's nothing religious about what we do over here. So feel free, join us. And this is a walk-in show. Just focus on it. Welcome to Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. Before I go ahead and introduce our wonderful guests today, I would like to do a little bit of housekeeping for ourselves just to remind you. Yesterday I forgot to remind you, but I'm sure if you're back with us today, I'm sure you know where to find us. Yogaxpress is Monday through Friday, 1:30 in the afternoons on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35. And before we started this episode, the four of us here were talking, and I'm going to introduce you to each one of us, including myself, in a few moments. But before I forget, we were talking about having a goal to aspire to, and that came up just after we said, if we know what we are doing next, the comfort level is that much higher. Actually, that's why we've put together a little simple postcard of 48 basic ailment-specific stretches for you. And I'm going to hold it up for the cameras so that you can practice at home on days that you cannot go to your yoga classes, or on days that you have been very stressed out. You can practice these basic stretches. We also have a little fridge magnet with the same 48 postures. Stick this on your fridge, put the postcard in your handbag, and keep this little business card. The front of the card is not important. What's on the back is the sequence again. Put this in your wallet and just keep stretching wherever you go, wherever you are. You may find that some of these stretches look a little intense. With practice, they get easier and easier. And to Amy's point as well, oh, I should have kept that a little bit of a surprise. I didn't want to tell you her name yet. But to our special guest, to her point, you need to have something to achieve, something to look forward to. Just as you would have seen Amy a few days back, actually last week, exactly a week ago, in her spooky yoga theme. The stretches that Amy does, I don't think I even dare visualize myself in those postures. But the vision of Amy in those postures is like a kind of a, what was the word you used, Amy?
Inspiration.
An inspiration. Not just for me, for all of us here. Now is the time to introduce, Josiane Hurd to my extreme left. Josiane, we will have a few moments with you in a moment. We have Marie Carlisle to my right. Marie was here in about a week ago in one of our yoga episodes when Amy Harlib was with us. Amy Harlib is a yoga dancer and contortionist. If you want to hire Amy, if you want to call Amy or contact her for any of your special events, either at your yoga school or at home, maybe you have a special event happening somewhere, you can contact Amy at Harlib, AHARLIB at earthlink.net, or you can visit her website, www.idanceIDANZ.net/AHARLIB. Before we reintroduce Amy, I just want Josiane to tell our viewers, remember what I said, Josiane, every day is a new day, every day is our last day, so tell our viewers briefly what activities you like to involve yourself in.
Well, I used to be a belly dancer.
Belly dancing, okay.
And from before and after, martial art was involved.
Right.
And boxing and sailing and my yoga.
Your common denominator.
Absolutely.
All the energy sports that Amy involves, that Josiane involves herself in, is strung together with her yoga practice. So with all the highs that you get in all these high energy, taekwondo, aikido, all the do's. Do means energy, correct?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. I got a little bit of that right.
And other things as well.
Oh, and a lot of other things. Amy, Josiane likes to keep herself on that high by stretching in yoga. And as you know, when you stretch, you release those wonderful feel-good juices that keep you at that high. I'm going to reserve the best for the last. I don't mean best in terms of people. I mean in terms of our performance today and last week. I'd like to introduce Marie Carlisle. Marie, thank you for coming back. I'm
Thank you for
so
having
happy
me.
to have you here. Tell our viewers what you do.
Well, I got into yoga when I had some back pain, and I found it incredibly helpful.
Right.
And I've been doing it over the years. I love the forward stretches. In addition, I like running and Tai Chi. I've tried,
Oh,
boxing.
you should connect with Josiane.
Yeah. I haven't tried belly dancing yet, but I've thought of it.
No, with all the energy.
But yoga is just, obviously it's wonderful for the body, but I find it really helpful for my state of mind, keeping positive, feeling at peace, and I usually do meditation with it as well.
You know what? That's a wonderful point you just brought up. You put it so eloquently. You're talking about the mind, and it not only does yoga help us have a restful state of mind, we also feel we're very alert a lot of the times. We're very focused. We try to narrow isn't that how meditation happens? You bring all your millions of thoughts, narrow it down to one, and then get rid of that one last thought, so you evacuate your mind, correct?
Yeah, you sort of clear out a lot of junk
Negative
and open
debris.
it up for positive,
Yeah.
more positive, expansive.
Exactly. All that negative stuff goes out when we stretch, and all the positive thoughts come in. It's, I think it's very inspiring. In fact, there are many techniques in yoga. We will go into all of those later. Now for our special guest, Amy Harlib is once more, she's going to be our special guest because we're going to ask her a few more questions, but she's not going to do another performance today. I think we will save Amy's next performance for another day, maybe a couple of weeks from now. Amy, if you're available, we'd love to have you back. We really loved watching you last week when you did your spooky yoga, and I believe our viewers may love to watch you again. Folks at home, if you want to contact Amy, you know where to find her. Amy, tell us in your own words a little bit about yourself, the injuries you sustained.
I'm known professionally as the amazing Amy, contortionist and unique yoga dancer. I'm 55 years young. I perform flowing feats of flexibility that few folks can achieve at any age, let alone 55. And I perform yoga dances in any style to fit any occasion and with any theme to go with it. And I love to perform. That's spreading the yoga love through my performances that I hope will be inspirational as well as entertaining. And I do this with injuries all over my body. In my shoulders, I have torn rotator cuffs. I have a disintegrated disc in my spine. I have a left hip replacement. I have bursitis in my left knee. And yet, in spite of all of those things wrong with my body, because of my continual practice of yoga,
Oh, wow.
I can do things that most people can't do at any age.
That's wonderful. Wow. Now, here's your inspiration right here. If you want to get into this kind of posture, maybe 30 years from now, keep practicing. Stay with us. Come here, stretch with us. We always have a spare mat. That's nice. Wow. And you don't feel any pain.
It feels great.
Amy, you're crazy, but we love you. We love you. Oh, that's lovely. We love you. No wonder, Amy, you're called the amazing Amy. You truly are amazing, and we are now going to challenge you with some basic postures. We're going to get you really annoyed, but our postures are baby steps compared to your performance. So we love what you do, but we're not going to compare our stretches to yours. We're just going to stretch for the joy of stretching, and I appreciate that you've been very sporting. You're okay to stretch with us?
Oh, fine.
gonna have
I'll
fun.
make mistakes. I might lose
That's
my balance and look pretty clumsy because I'm used to
The
moving
dance.
constantly
Right,
through
right.
a dance.
That's right. And that's actually wonderful that you're here, because that's what yoga is all about. It's about moving into stillness. So you show us the fluid movements and we'll help you stay still. So come on, let's stretch. Let's do a few. You said you like forward folds, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay, let's do a few standing stretches today. Josiane likes them too. So no balances. None of us seem to enjoy balanced postures. So we'll start from posture number 1. Hasta Uttana. Hasta Uttana. Hasta is hand. Let's stagger ourselves. Amy, why don't you come forward? Josiane, why don't you come back? And Marie, if you want to go forward. That's good. Hasta is hand. Uttana is raised. So this is simply arms raised. Heels together, toes are slightly apart. palms by the side of your legs, by the side of your thighs. Bring your chest out, take a nice lungful of air. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling, take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Clasp your palms together, and we're going to go directly into the next, which is a forward fold. Careful, Danny, take your time. We're going to exhale and fold from the hip. Keep your back nice and straight. It's called Pada Hasta. Pada is foot, Hasta is hand, literally hands to feet. Exhale and fold. Now, at whatever point you are, if you are able to feel a beautiful, delicious hamstring stretch, the hamstrings are the muscles in the back of your thighs, and if you can feel that stretch, this stretch is already effective for you. Now, if you can place your palms flat on the floor as Josiane has them and Amy has them, that's wonderful, because you still should feel that stretch. For me, my fingertips just about touch my toes. I already feel that stretch. And Marie as well has her fingertips to her toes. And Marie, do you feel the stretch?
Yeah, it feels good.
Make sure. So if Marie and I want to keep our palms flat, we may have to bend our knees, but then we won't feel the stretch. So keep your legs straight. Inhale, let's come up. Bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing in. Now, let's exhale. Don't go all the way up. Sorry, I surprised you, didn't I? Exhale and bend your knees. This time, bring your toes in just a little bit. You want to make sure you don't feel pain in the knees. If there's too much pressure in your knees, bring your shoulders back. Bring your back upright just a little bit. Very nice. Inhale, come up. Exhale and release. Let's turn to our right side so the cameras can pick us up. We're going to go into a posture called Trikon Asana. 3 is 3, cone is corner, 3 corners or triangle. Bring your legs out about 3 to 4 feet apart. None of these are balanced postures yet. Now, put your brakes on. When I say put your brakes on, bring your toes in. So the left foot, now the right foot is nice and secure. Now once you have your right foot secure, bring the toes, bring your left foot out. Let's keep our knee straight this time. Look forward, look ahead of you. Very nice. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep your arms there at shoulder height. What we're going to do is just to get a little more of a stretch, upper body stretch, we're going to lean forward just a little bit to the left. Look at your left hand. Lean forward. Exhale and dip your torso. Your left hand comes in front of your left ankle, right arm goes up. Both palms face forward. You should feel a beautiful stretch on the inside of your upper left thigh, your adductor muscles on the inside, and a little bit of a stretch on the outside of your upper right thigh. Josiane, do you feel the stretch?
Yes.
Are you already hyped up?
Yeah.
Energized? Inhale, keep your knees where they are. Come up. And keep your arms right there at shoulder height. And we're going to transition directly into the next 2 postures. Exhale and bend your left knee. Look to the left and exhale. Keep exhaling. Take your left arm. Left hand goes in front of the left ankle. Right arm goes up. This time it's with knees bent. So exhale and dip your torso to the left. Look up at the arm that is overhead. Now, if you're very comfortable, I know Amy probably is very comfortable in this posture already. You have very loose shoulders. But Marie, Josiane, and myself, this is for us. Be careful. If you're comfortable, take your arms all the way overhead. Turn your palms down and take it overhead. Feel a beautiful...
Actually, I can't do this because of the torn rotator cuff.
Oh, okay. Then you two have to be careful. Yeah, that's right, yes. But I know you have a lot of shoulder strength. But you should also feel a beautiful stretch in your obliques on the right side of your midpoint, midriff. Inhale, bring your arms back up to shoulder height. Let's come up. Left arm comes up, and then straighten your left knee. Now, put the brakes on in the left foot. Turn your right foot out, and this time we're going to face the back of the room. We're going to look at our right hand. We're going to go first into Trikon, and then I'll tell you the name of the next posture after Trikon. We're going to exhale and dip our torso to the right. Right palm comes in front of the right ankle. Left arm goes all the way up. Both palms face forward. Exhale and dip. Look up at your left hand and hold. I think, Josiane, you had an expression, right? You felt as if someone was pulling your hand.
Someone's holding your hand.
Someone's holding your hand from above. The good Lord above is calling us, so you're going to hold on. You should feel a wonderful, wonderful stretch this time on your adductor muscles on the inside of your upper right thigh, possibly even into your calf, and a little bit of a stretch on your abductor muscles on the outside of your left thigh. Let's inhale, come up to shoulder height. Keep your arms there. This time we are going to exhale and bend the right leg at the knee. This posture is called Veerabhadra. Veera is brave, Bhadra is soldier or warrior. Veerabhadra is literally brave warrior. And we're going to go into another posture as we dip. I won't be able to speak at the time, so I might as well let you know. We're going to go into what's called Veerabhadra Kona. Again, Kona is corner. We're literally making a little bit of a triangle with our arms going up, and you'll see. Exhale and dip to the right. Left arm goes up, look up at the left arm, both palms are facing forward. And this time, if you're feeling comfortable, let's take our left arm overhead very gently. Be very careful, you don't want to hurt yourself. And take it overhead. You should feel a beautiful, beautiful stretch in your obliques on the left side and a wonderful, wonderful compression in your lower abdominal muscles on the right side. So your organs, your large intestine, whatever organs are on the right lower side, are getting a beautiful massage. Inhale, come up. Bring your arms back to shoulder height. Straighten your right knee. Bring your toes in on the right foot. Exhale, release the arms down. Wiggle your feet closer till you feel it's safe enough to turn to the front. There is a very intense back bend and an immediate forward bend. First of all, I need to get some feedback. How do you feel, Josiane?
Great.
You're addicted to it, and so we're all hyped over you. How do you feel?
I feel really relaxed, good.
Very relaxed. Good. And I'm already on a high. How about you, Amy? You're okay?
Fine.
Wow. You did great. You did great. And you know what? I know you did injure yourself in the shoulders, but in spite of that, you did great today. So I'm happy you're learning to stay still. You're not always dancing. So come more often. We'll love you. We'll love having you here. Now this time we're going to go into an intense back bend. It's not called Ugrasana. Actually, this is called Tiryangasana. Tiryang is reverse inversion. So basically we're inverting ourselves. So basically all we're doing is let's all turn a little bit to this side. So Danny can pick us up in profile. Your feet are about 8 to 12 inches apart. We're going to place our palms on our buttocks and take your elbows back as much as you can. Bring your chest out nicely. Keep inhaling. Fill your lungs with air, and I'm going to stagger myself so that we can all be seen. Josiane, you may want to come back a little bit so that Amy and Marie can be forward. Very nice. So we don't hit each other. We're about 10 to 12 inches apart, our feet. Now put your brakes on, so bring your toes in. Elbows are back. Inhale. Bring your chin up. Inhale. Once you get past midpoint, we're going to start exhaling. As we exhale, we're going to glide our palms down the back of our thighs and get to as far as we can. When I'm in that position, it's going to be a little hard to talk. So we're going to be a little quiet. Keep inhaling and exhale. Make the connection. Try not to suspend your hands in midair. You want to hold on. It doesn't matter which part of your back you're able to make the connection with. Just hold on to your body. Inhale, come up. And relax. I just want to make one point. When we go back into a very deep back bend, as we just did, folks at home, if you're trying this with us, first of all, 2 points. One, make sure that there is always some kind of contact with your body. So maybe you've reached up to the middle of your thigh. Maybe you're in the back of your knees. Some days I'm able to get to my calf. I'm not quite at my ankles yet. So that's not going to happen. That's in the postcard. But as Amy pointed out, that's going to be my inspiration. Other than Amy. When Amy is not here, my postcard is my inspiration.
Can you bend your knees when you do that?
Actually, you know what? That's a good point. Let's try it again. Yes.
Legs straight.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And let's try it this time with our knees bent. I was wondering why I couldn't get to my calf because some days I could go. Okay, we're going to try. This time we're going to bend our knees just a little bit. Also remember, tighten your lower back muscles. So in the sacral area, and tighten your gluteals, but not too much. The lower back needs to be tightened a little more. So it's very hard to visualize isolating those muscles, but that's what yoga is about, isolating muscles and breathing right. So let's try that one more time. If you want this to be a little easier for you, your feet can be a little further apart. The further apart your feet are, the easier it is. Also, it means that you're closer to the floor, so that means you get closer to the back of your legs. Put your brakes on. Let's try this one more time. Thank you, Josiane. This time we're going to bend our knees. Inhale, bring your chin up. Keep inhaling. Once you go past midpoint, start exhaling and glide your hands down the back of your legs and bend your knees this time and see how far you go. Yes, I'm finally able to get to my calf. Make the connection. Hold on to the back of your legs. Keep inhaling. Let's come up.
How's the time for you?
And relax. Thank you. I need people to wrap me on the wrist every now and then. Remind me. Thank you.
It's a variation.
That's right. It's a variation. Actually, it is a variation, and actually a very intelligent variation. Let's do a forward fold this time to balance that intense back bend. Bring your legs apart about, if you're as tall as Marie is, bring your legs apart about 4 feet. And let's all turn the other way. Danny's going to pick us in profile, so why don't you turn that way? This time, for sure, make sure you put your brakes on. You don't want to slip. So if you have one of those sticky mats, fine. If you don't, if you've got socks on, as Josiane has, make sure they're socks with those little rubber dots. You don't want to slip, so put your brakes on. Bring your toes in. Now, we're going to keep our hands on our hips for now. Make sure once we're nice and steady, inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Once your arms are up, clasp your palms together. We're going to exhale and fold from the hip, keeping our back nice and straight. This is where you might need the help of props if you have a foam block, as we do. Now, I'm going to first challenge myself, try to get my head further down. If you want to keep going down, you may have to wiggle your feet further apart. Whatever you do, put your brakes on. Keep your elbows nice and close. Palms are close by between your legs. Keep exhaling. Feel a wonderful, delicious stretch in your hamstrings. Your sciatic nerves are beautifully, beautifully stretched. We've got about 5 minutes. We're doing great. Now, I'm going to stay there if you can, if you're comfortable. Stay there. I'm going to wiggle my feet a little closer to show you something else. If the crown of your head is not going to touch the floor today, use a block. First, I'm going to show you at the lowest level. I'm going to keep exhaling.
Claudia, you want some single shots, please, people?
Now, if you're not quite there yet, take it to the mid-level. And exhale. Now, if that's not doing it for you today, take it at the highest orientation and exhale. Whatever you do, make the connection, because you get the maximum benefit when you've made the connection. Your head needs to touch some point. Inhale, come up, press with your palms, and then when you're at midpoint, when your back is nice and straight, wiggle your feet just a little bit closer so it's safe to remove your hands. Take your hands off the floor, bring your palms together, inhale, come up, keep your back nice and straight, keep